Here's Mahanawaz from segment next with Far Cry 5 Cult Outposts Guide. The game features a total of 20 outposts that you need to take down to strengthen the resistance and be that much closer to bringing down the Peggies. Once an outpost has been liberated, it will provide you with a fast travel point, ammo purchase, and resupply point, and makes the outpost a resistance forward base, allowing them to grow stronger and eliminate the cultist control in that region. Also unlocking new side missions for that specific region, so if you want to know how to liberate them and get a good reward including money and resistance rewards, then keep on watching. First up is the Ranger Station based in Dutchess region. This is the most simple and easy outpost to liberate since it has no alarms and there are only 4 enemies to take care of. You can find the Dutchess Island region's map in this outpost. It will reward you with money and 400 resistance points while eliminating the cult control from this region completely. Make sure to tag all enemies before you start the attack. You can enter from the main entrance and mow all enemies down, but if you want to earn the highest score, we suggest that you opt for stealth. Use your compound bow and take out one by one, starting with the one nearest to the outbuilding. Located in John's region is the Gardenview packing facility. It has one alarm located at the unloading dock, which you can deactivate by either shooting it from the entrance or sneaking in the base from the south. There are 6 cultist enemies and 1 animal here. If you want to use stealth here, start from the water tower and tag all the enemies around the outpost. Once you know the location of all enemies, use the zipline, enter the silo, and get to its top. Use the zipline and reach the warehouse. Once there, you can start taking out enemies one by one, starting with the guard on the rooftop. Use your bow if you want to use stealth, otherwise just barge in from the main gate. Reach the unloading bay and shoot the alarm. Once the alarm is down, mow down all remaining enemies and claim the outpost for yourself. You can also free the animal to add to the chaos. Once liberated, you will be rewarded with money and cult control will be lowered in the area. You will also find a Gardenview key in this outpost, giving you access to the warehouse office. Located in John's region, the US Auto Cult Outpost has 2 alarms and 8 enemies, including a sniper. Sniper will make your life hell, so taking it out should be your priority. Since both alarms are located in opposite sides, you will have to be quick about them. For the first alarm, from the main road, get on the rocks on the right side and approach the base until you can see the alarm control box. Shoot it to deactivate it. You can also tag all enemies from this location. Now take the outside path all the way around the outpost, making sure that nobody sees you, climb the bus, and shoot the second alarm. Once the alarms are down, aim for the sniper and take it out. The sniper is located on the rooftop, so you will need to be careful. Make sure that no one else sees you and climb to the top to strangle it. Once the sniper is down, start eliminating enemies one by one until all are down. In other case, if you want to use force instead of stealth, enter the area, eliminate the 3 enemies near the first alarm, and then deactivate the alarm. Run back, shoot the 2 enemies, and then the alarm. Once down, shoot the sniper and the enemies inside the building to take over the outpost. Once liberated, it will lower the cult control in that region. You will also find a region map inside the outpost. Located in John's region is the Green-Busch Fertilizer Company and has 8 enemies here, including a sniper. It has 2 alarms as well, which are located at the end of the building. The sniper is located in the tower in the middle of the 2 structures. There are many grappling hook points in the outpost, which you can use for advantage. Near the billboard, if you climb the hill, you can easily spot all the enemies and mark them from this location, but it does not let you see both alarm panels. To take the sniper out silently, you can enter the building from the main road, use the ladder near the low building with the helipad, and climb the ladder next to the silos. Take out the sniper and the rest will be easy. Take enemies down one by one and you should be fine if you want to use stealth here. Once liberated, the outpost will reward you with the Ultimate Survivor Enhanced Craftable item. You will also find a region map inside this outpost. Located in John's region again, Sunrise Farm has medium difficulty as it comes with 2 alarms and 8 enemies. This time there are 6 normal shooters, 1 sniper, and 1 flamethrower. One of the enemies arrives at a later part when he drives a truck to the farm and parks near one of the alarms. There are also some hostages inside the small barn that you can save. Make sure you are not detected unless you can kill all enemies inside the small barn, or else the hostages will be killed. There is also a mortar near the west side of the map which you can use to even the odds against the flamethrower. Your main targets here are the sniper and the flamethrower. You can climb the pumpkin field water tower for a good vantage point to mark enemies and take them out as well using sniper rifles. You can strangle the flamethrower enemy, but doing this will require that you clear other enemies around him first, so stealth is your best option here. If you want to go stealth, you do not even need to deactivate the alarms, and if you want to go head on with the cultists, you should deactivate both the alarms and then use the mortar on the truck to start some chaos. Seed Ranch is John's house, complete with an airfield. Expect heavy resistance here. This outpost has 12 enemies, out of which 3 are snipers. Rest 9 are normal cult enemies. It also has 3 alarms, and if one of the alarms go off, you will have to deal with a helicopter. Your best approach for this outpost is from the rear of the residence or the southern gardens. Avoid entering from the main road or the airfield. You will have to be very careful about the 3 alarms. Spot them and you'll see that they're in plain sight, but getting to them will not be easy as the area will be swarming with enemies. The best place to tag all the enemies is by climbing to the top of the North Comms Tower near the airfield. If you plan to use stealth, the North Comms Tower is your best approach as one of the zip lines here land right next to bushes near one of the alarms. You can hide the bodies in bushes here as well. Be careful of the machine gun enemies in the center deck. As for the snipers, one is in the west tower, another one is in the hangar's exterior deck, while the last one is in the hangar. Once liberated, you will be rewarded with the hunting magazine. Another outpost in John's region, the Kellet Cattle Co, isn't difficult apart from the presence of a heavy in it. There are a total of 8 enemies here, out of which there are 1 heavy, 1 VIP, and 1 animal. There are also 2 alarms that you need to be careful about. Your best bet here is to strangle the heavy unit rather than going head to head with him. The roof of the cow barn is a good place to scout for and marking the enemies. It's also a good vantage point for sniping. If the alarms go off, keep an eye on the west road as more enemies will arrive from there. If you want to use stealth, then start at the water tower. Mark all the enemies and start following the heavy once he starts patrolling. Keep following him until he reaches the north side of the main house and then strangle him. Use the trailer and the barn for cover to eliminate the remaining enemies and take over the outpost. Completing the takeover will reward you a special vehicle, the Reaper. Copperhead Rail Yard has 8 enemies, out of which 1 is a sniper and 1 is an animal. It has 2 alarms for you to deactivate. Both the alarms are located near each other in the open area. There are also 2 MG nests here. In this outpost, most of the enemies are located behind rail carriages, so marking them is no easy task. One of the alarms is nearly impossible to deactivate without clearing all enemies around it first, so taking them down beforehand is not an option here. Billboard and the water tower provide good vantage points for sniping and marking as many enemies as possible. If you're running out of cover while being on the ground, the blue upturned rail car provides excellent cover. For stealth approach, start by eliminating the enemies at the main warehouse. Afterward, get to the roof and shoot the remaining enemies one by one. This will make it much easier. After all enemies have been defeated, the Cult Outpost will be yours. It will reward you with a special vehicle 2012 Kimberlite TC6 M-Duty Outlaw, and you also get the region map inside the building. Located in Jacob's region, Pinco Radar Station is an important outpost. It has 12 enemies including 2 snipers, 1 heavy, and 2 animals. There are 2 alarms for you to deactivate. One of the animals is also running loose in the radar station, making stealth a very difficult option here. If you manage to reach the security hut right up to the main road, you'll find some heavy weapons inside, including an RPG. You'll have to pick the lock to get inside. If you want the key, it's located on the upper level of the main tower. You'll need access to this building if you're fighting enemy helicopters. The heavy weapons will help you take down all enemy helicopters easily. Start by clearing out the main tower because it'll give you an excellent vantage point to secure the outpost while also giving you a lookout point. Make sure to hide all bodies if you're going stealth, otherwise the enemies will be alerted and the alarms will call in helicopters, making it more difficult for you. Once the outpost is secured, you will unlock the Combat H-158 Sky Scarab and 400 resistance points. You'll also find the region map inside the outpost. Located in Jacob's region, the Whitetail Park Ranger Station has 8 enemies, including 1 sniper, 1 heavy, and 1 animal. There are 2 alarms for you to tackle as well. There is a mortar nest here as well, so if the reinforcements are called, they'll use it against you, so make sure that you eliminate them quickly. This is not a difficult outpost if you come from the upper ground on the west side. Avoid the east road or the north side. Start with taking out the sniper and using the building rooftops to your advantage. If you want to open the armory, find the key to the north building with the alarm. The drainage tunnels and the motor pool warehouse also provide great place to hide, as well as an easy way to reach one of the alarms. The locked animal is also good for creating chaos in the outpost. If you plan to use stealth, approach from the billboard, taking out the sniper and then sticking to the motor pool roof. Keep the wolf as the last target, as it can't sound the alarm once left on its own. Once the outpost is clear, you'll earn 400 resistance points. You'll also get the region map, a cheeseburger bobblehead, and a perk magazine inside the outpost. The Fang Center is kinda difficult as there are 11 enemies including 1 sniper, 2 cult VIPs, 1 heavy and 2 animals. The outpost also has 2 alarms and 3 MG nests. Fang Center is a tightly packed area where stealth could prove to be a little difficult as your main targets here are the VIPs and their wolves. Avoid the main road and the dirt road located at the south at all costs. Don't hide in the drainage tunnel as well because the space is very small and you'll have no visibility of the upper level. Your best bet is to approach the area from the green shed and the structure next to it. This will provide you with a decent area to look around, hide and mark the enemies. For using stealth, marking enemies is very important, so we recommend that you use the rock where the cheeseburger sign is attached. This place will also give you the opportunity to kill the sniper as well as one of the VIPs and his wolf. Use the zip line, get inside the structure and start killing enemies, starting with the one located next to the machine gun nest overlooking the dirt road. Now aim for the VIP in the middle and his wolf and then go after the heavy. Once the heavy is down, take down the remaining enemies and the outpost will be yours. I'll give you 400 resistance points in the essentials outfit. You can also find the region map and a cougar baseball card in the outpost. Elk Jaw Lodge is fairly easy to take over. It has 2 alarms and 10 enemies including a sniper, a flamethrower, 2 VIPs and 2 animals. Your first target for this outpost should be the VIPs, the sniper and the flamethrower unit respectively. There are also 2 MG nests and a mortar nest here. You can use the mortar nest if the battle goes sour. The woods from the northeast give you an excellent approach point. You can open the wolf pens and then go for the first VIP. Head inside the lodge using the grapple point and you jump down to kill the second VIP. Once they're down, kill the remaining enemies and the outpost will be yours. The docks also provide an excellent attack point even if you plan to come in using stealth. Once the outpost is clear, you'll get 400 resistance points. Inside the outpost, you can find the region map and a magazine. Located in Faith's region, this is a medium-level outpost with 2 alarms and 10 enemies including a sniper, a heavy unit, and 3 enemies patrolling the area on a watercraft. There is also an MG nest and a mortar nest. This can be done easily if you manage to take care of the enemies on the watercraft. If you're looking for an interior to start your attack, the warehouse located on the north is your only option. However, there's a sniper on the top that can easily see you, spoiling a stealth attempt in the process. You can also use the rocks on the south side or the docks to the west side to attack. The docks present the constant threat of enemy boats coming in and out, so you'll need to be quick and stealthy. The fence on the north side also has a gap which you can use to enter the outpost. If you want some ammo on the go, head to the shed near the junk and you'll find some ammo there, though you'll have to break the boarded window to get inside. For stealth, stick to the rooftops and make sniper your primary target. The rocks in the south will give you a good vantage point to mark all enemies. As for the enemies on the boat, eliminate one using a silenced gun and they'll get up the boat to search for you on the ground. Once they're out of the water looking around, take them out. Once all the enemies are killed, the outpost will be yours and you'll get money plus 400 resistance points as a reward. You'll also find a region map inside the outpost. Located in Faith's region, the Eden's Convent is a small and easy outpost to take over. It has 8 enemies including 1 VIP, 1 angel, and 1 animal. It has only 1 alarm and 1 MG nest as well. This outpost has entrance and access points all around it, thus opening up a wide range of options to choose when trying to attack it. The hills on the west provide an excellent marking spot, as well as the rocks located on the southeast and southwest of the outpost. Pick any of these locations to mark enemies. Near the alarm, one of the cultists patrols the area, so you need to be well aware of his location. The angels are located inside the church, save them for last. If you start from the hills located on the west, you can complete the stealth route without the need of any ranged weapons. The enemies are all in your path one by one and you can eliminate them by using melee from behind. Once the outpost is free, you'll be rewarded with money and 400 resistance points. There's also a magazine inside the outpost for you to collect. The Sacred Skies Youth Camp is yet another easy outpost with 9 enemies, out of which 1 is a sniper while 2 are angels. It has 2 alarms and 1 MG nest. The tree platforms provide excellent view for marking enemies, however, avoid the many zip lines going in the outpost as you'll be seen easily. If you manage to get on the tree platform located on the east entrance, you can shoot both alarms easily. Keep in mind that due to the bliss drug in the area, you might suffer from some wobbly hallucinations. The fields provide an excellent place to hide the bodies. In addition, the 2 angels in the field must be your last priority. Start with eliminating the enemies located around the main building. Once they're done for, head inside and use silenced weapon to land headshots on 4 enemies inside. Only then move to the angels in the field. Once the angels are down, the outpost will be liberated. If you need to hide when the battle goes south, you can use the smaller cabins around to hide in. You'll be rewarded with money and 400 resistance points from liberating the outpost. There's also a region map and a magazine inside the outpost. This is another easy outpost to take over. It has 8 enemies including 1 heavy enemy and 2 alarms to deactivate. But you need to be careful and maintain a good approach or things can go sour quickly because of the mostly interior battles with little space to run around for cover. Avoid the main road entrance of the outpost as you'll be easily spotted unless you want to run in all guns blazing. The rocks at the back of the outpost provide an excellent spot for viewing enemies and tagging them. The rocks on the north side provide an excellent view for taking out both the alarms. Once the alarms are down, use the grapple and get access to the roof of the building. From here, you can plan your attack by dropping in from the skylight and crushing an enemy below, or you can use silent weapons to take him out from a good distance. For the heavy, track him down and try to get behind him for a melee kill. Once the heavy is down, rest will be an easy job to complete. You can hide in the kitchen and wait for the enemy that keeps patrolling around the area. Once the inside is clear, go out to the courtyard and use silenced headshots on the patrolling enemies and then the ones pouring the bliss drug. Once all enemies are down, you liberate the post and earn the vehicle 1987 Pygmalion Brewlag as a reward along with some money and 400 resistance points. There's also a region map inside the outpost to collect. Whistling Beaver Brewery is one of the most difficult outposts to liberate. It has 3 alarms and 10 enemies including 1 flamethrower, 1 sniper and 1 VIP. There's also a mortar nest. The area is full of explosive barrels and the harder enemies can easily converge on you if spotted. The space is also tight inside the brewery. For this outpost, we recommend that you do not tamper with the alarms as the enemies can easily spot them and become suspicious. Tag all enemies and you'll know that all except the sniper are on the ground level. If you don't care about the stealth approach and want to take out the alarms, then head to the hills on the southeast side and take out the first alarm. Then continue to the north and take out the next one. The warehouse can be accessed easily from different directions, including the roof. You can use the ladder located in the northeast side of the outpost. Inside the brewery, you can also find some hiding spaces if the enemies become suspicious. If you're still confused, jump inside the underground duct to hide, which is the best hiding spot in the game. For the stealth approach, stick with melee kills as using arrows or snipers can cause enemies to become suspicious due to the close proximity. Use the trash bins to hide bodies and avoid using weapons on the flamethrower and the VIP. Even when enemies become suspicious, reach the upper gantry and snipe all enemies except the flamethrower and the VIP. Once the area is clear of normal enemies, follow them around and strangle them. Eliminating them all will clear the area and liberate the outpost. For liberating them, you'll get money and 400 resistance points as a reward. Also collect the region map from inside the outpost. Lorna's truck stop has 2 alarms and 8 enemies including an animal. It also has 2 MG nests, which shouldn't be much of a problem if you're planning to go in silent. Avoid the main road entrances as they'll make your trip a small one with the dual MG nests at the front. However, you can use the billboard across the road for good cover against enemy fire. The billboard at the south side of the truck stop provides excellent view inside the outpost and marking the enemies. Set the wolf free for a good distraction, and once the enemies are distracted, you can make your move. There are also some explosive canisters lying around that you can use for your advantage. If you plan on going and using stealth, the antenna tower is your best option. The roof of the warehouse also has good cover and will let you see the enemies inside the outpost easily. Since there are no heavies or other special enemy types, you'll be able to dispatch the enemies easily as long as you don't come in the range of the MG nests if things go south. Liberating the outpost will give you the badass outfit as a reward, along with some money and 400 resistance points. You'll also find a region map inside the outpost. There are 2 alarms and 11 enemies in here. The enemies include a sniper, 2 animals, and 2 angels. For this outpost, your main concern is the sniper, which has an excellent view of the complete area and can spot your kills easily. This makes the liberation harder as you'll not be able to do much without taking care of the sniper first. The outpost itself is open and allows multiple entrance points. For tagging the enemies, if you crouch between the bliss fields, you'll have a good vantage point of the whole outpost. For taking out the sniper, you can approach the outpost from the hills on the east side. Mark the enemies and crawl inside the kitchen once the enemy has been taken care of. Inside, you'll have a good view to take out the enemies near the sniper tower. Take them out, crawl to the door, and aim at the sniper to take it out. Once the sniper is down, you can easily dispatch the remaining enemies. Once the outpost is liberated, you'll earn some money and 400 resistance points as a reward. Do not forget to collect the region map from inside the outpost. Jessop Conservatory has medium difficulty with 2 alarms and 11 enemies. One of them is a sniper and one is an animal, which can be used as a distraction. There's also one MG nest in the outpost overlooking the main dirt road leading inside the outpost. Your best approach for this outpost is the mansion house and then heading west, clearing enemies as you advance. The greenhouses give good cover from enemy fire. For tagging enemies, you can use the antenna as it provides the best view of the complete outpost. If you look around the outpost, you can use the woods on the north, the rocks, or the water tower as well for marking the enemies. There are plenty of places to hide the bodies in the bliss field as well as in the greenhouses if you're going for the stealth approach. You can shoot both alarms safely from the southern slope near the small garage. If you can get to the machine gun nest, you can also shoot both alarms from there. The sniper must be your last priority for this outpost as he is in clear sight of many other enemies. If you take him down early, the enemies around him will notice and become suspicious of something happening around them. If you want to remain inside the mansion, you'll be easily spotted, but if you remain extra careful, you can eliminate them quickly. For stealth, we recommend that you start from the antenna, tag all enemies, and access the mansion from the zip line. Eliminate the enemies inside the mansion and then move out. You can also release the caged animal for some chaos moments in the outpost. It will kill some of the enemies, making it easier for you to mop up the rest. Once the outpost is liberated, you'll receive money and 400 resistance points as a reward. Collect the region map from inside the outpost. Let us know what you think about our Far Cry 5 Cult Outposts guide and whether or not this helped you out in one way or another. Also, don't forget to leave this one a like, subscribe to Segment Next, and visit segmentnext.com for more. Until next time.